Hi everyone, happy Monday. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. And if you want to share me out, share me out. Guys, we have a conversation we're going to have on tonight. Um, we definitely got to have a conversation tonight. We're going to talk about the Gabby Petito. We're going to have a conversation about Gabby Petito and our thoughts on if Brian did this or not. That is the question that we do have. And I want to wait a few minutes for some people to come in. As you guys enter in, make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys that has been with me thus far. So thank you guys so much for your support. But we definitely have to talk about this, guys. Y'all know I got to give my opinion. And guys, I do want to do the Murdaugh case with more and more information, just like with Gabby. I might do Murdaugh Wednesday. Tomorrow, guys, we're gonna talk again about we're gonna walk and talk about Sha'Carri Richardson and how I feel about what Usain Bolt um had a had some words for her and she had to clap back. Some people just don't know how to humble themselves and just take the words in as a lesson and apply it to your everyday life. Sometimes we have to sit back, be quiet, and just take in the lesson. That's something that I'm gonna have to learn as well. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes for some people to come in, and then we're gonna get into it. Um, I do want to say I appreciate all you guys for coming. Um, hey, Brianna J, how are you today, boo? How are you today, Brianna J? Thank you for coming in. You new to the channel, or you've been here and I'm just not seeing you, but we want to welcome you here at Monica News and Views. I do want to give you a warm welcome and thank you for dropping in and giving us support. I know you guys, a lot of people have an opinion about this, and we're going to talk about it. We're gonna go through the timeline of Gabby and Brian and their relationship, and I just feel like the parents, y'all, I just don't. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Well, welcome in, girl. I ain't seen you in a while. Look, I haven't seen you in a while. But the welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, you did. I'm like, Lord, who is this? I shoot, wait. I remember you now. But welcome in, girl. Um, but I am going to, at the end of the live, guys, I am going to give you guys an opportunity to come on here and state your opinion about if you think he did it, and if as you guys know, um honey, I know I've been having a busy life too. Trust me, I've been having a busy life too. Hey, Miss Gloria, how you doing today? God bless you. The boyfriend is miss. Y'all, let's go through the timeline and we gonna discuss it because the boyfriend is missing now. The boyfriend is missing, and the parents didn't want him to speak out, but he left and he has disappeared and they can't find him, child. So something ain't clean in the water. Let me just say this. Something I heard that, and I had seen that. I had seen that too. And that's what I'm saying. So he's on the run from something. And his parents, I'm going to say this. His damn parents need to be locked up in jail too for aiding and abetting a person that is a suspect for murder. Even though he ain't killed, we don't know for sure he killed her, but we know he killed her. Who else was with her? And y'all, we're going to listen to, the parents being on Dr. Phil. I hope I was on break on my lunch today, and I keep my TVs on so I can hear a little bit of something. But the parent, her father was on Dr. Phil. Well, I'm like this. Where then why you if you tell him not to say nothing, then let him say nothing. But why is he running? If you ain't did nothing, why you have to run? Why are you like, yeah, we're gonna go down the timeline. I'm gonna get the timeline up now. You know what I'm saying? But his mother saying that he ain't gonna say nothing, but the girl ended up missing. She was living in you guys' home at one time. I don't get it. If you was living, this girl was living in your home at one time, and now all of a sudden she missing. You don't want the boyfriend to say nothing because you don't want him, anything he say can be used against him in the court of law. But then all of a sudden a body shows up and then he goes missing. So tell me look, what's really going on? What is really going on? But let me I want you guys to listen to we're going to listen to, like, the reason why, if you guys, we're going to go down the timeline first before we lead up to this conversation with the 911, being with the police, because I believe because the way she was blaming herself for him hitting her, I don't know about that. Like, so let's go through a timeline, and we're going to find the YouTube channel. I do want to look for the YouTube channel and still see if it's still there. That's what I'm saying. Like, he returned. They left August the 19th. He returned the 10th. September the 1st. Right. And 10 days after that, she was reported missing. But that's because her family reported her missing, not the Brian's parents. Y'all, we're gonna go down the timeline, and y'all just tell me what you guys think. I'm gonna have to look at my phone. Just a minute. Let's see here. I do want to go down the timeline of. It says here that it says here the first thing was in June of 2021. They went. They Petito and Laundrie left Laundrie's family home in Northport, Florida, where the two had been living together with Laundrie's parents for over a year. And Northport Police Chief Todd Garrison said the couple had planned on traveling west in Petito's van to visit state and national parks. So that was their whole plan. Is if we get it now, we're gonna go down the timeline, we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna get each other how we feel about the situation or whatever. But so they're traveling as a couple in this white van to go to visit all the national parks. Hey, the McCray Kings, how are you guys today? Yes, he did. And if you guys listen to, she was like, I don't understand. And I'm gonna go back to the timeline. I don't understand why the police didn't listen to her cry for help, or if you've ever dealt with someone that is dealing with domestic violence, how they always blame themselves for a abuser's the reason why the abuser was abusing them. And we're gonna listen to that that video. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. So they went in June to go west in the van to visit state and national parks. In July, they traveled through Colorado and into Utah. And she posted pictures on Instagram on July the 10th that they were at Grand Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve in Duncan, Colorado. A little over 2 weeks later, Petito posted a photo from Mystic Hot Springs in Monroe, Utah. And on August the 12th, police in Moab, whatever, Utah reported responding to an incident that involved a domestic dispute between Petito and Laundrie. The sheriff's office released a 911 recording which a caller claimed he witnessed. Now, think about these people witnessed this man slapping Gabby Petito and chasing her up and down a sidewalk and hitting her. In the recording of the 911 call, the caller, who named they will not release, claimed he saw the apparent domestic dispute unfold on the main street in Moab between a young couple driving a white van with the Florida license plates. He says here that we drove by, the gentleman was slapping the girl, and so we know now that he's very abusive to this young lady, and the parents probably been covering that shit up too. For the girl, this ain't the first time. Trust me, this ain't the first time that he has hit Gabby, and she covered it up. And y'all going to listen. I'm gonna play it in just a moment. Y'all going to listen to her explain to the police why they were fighting. And I don't understand why the police didn't remove her from the situation. I know it's not the police fault, but Jesus. Says here that she said that they called 911. And then we stopped. They ran up down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hop in the car, and drove off. So we're going to listen to this 3-minute thing of him and her giving their account of what happened. Listen in, guys, and y'all tell me what you think. Drove off. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me just take that off.
Brian, okay. What's going on? What's crying?
I'm sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
You want to tell me what's wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some days I have really bad OCD. I was just cleaning and straightening up the back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him. I guess my vibe is like I am like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I'm really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I used to work at an organic juice bar, but I just quit my job. Okay. I was a nutritionist. That's my job. Cool. And I just quit my job to travel across the country, and I'm trying to start a blog. So I've been building my website, so I've been really stressed, and he doesn't really believe that I could do any of it. Just kind of been like I don't know, he's like down there. I don't know, we've just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before.
Why wouldn't he let you in the car? Because
told me
you're
I
OCD.
told me I needed to calm down. Yeah.
And take a seat.
Okay, y'all. So that is her side of the story of what happened. Like, you hear her say that, like, she was hitting him. So that's just her trying to reverse it to where to, and then she's crying hysterically. That let you know that something is going on and something is not right. Thank you, the McCray Kings. Something ain't right, because if this girl, if she said that she has OCD, so she's making excuses for him and why he hitting her, and then you hear him say, then you hear her say, hey, and you know, he locked me out the car and he drove off. So he was gonna leave her stranded nowhere. So I wonder what happened after the incident when the police had left them. Because trust me, with an abuser, if the police stop you as an abuser, they totally. And I understand that, Miss Gloria. I have been in domestic violence situations, and that's true. You love them, and you know what I'm saying, you want them to be better, but y'all, this is like, he killed her, and she thought that she may have thought that he was going to change, and that he wasn't going to go too far of being and beat her to death. He probably, after that, he probably got so angry. This is what I feel. I feel like he probably got so angry that he basically killed her. He had beat her worse, because the police, and this is just my opinion, he probably beat her after the police. He either left her stranded or beat her to the fact that he left her for dead and she died. And because I strongly believe the body that they found was hers. It has not been confirmed yet, but there is a body that fits her description, and he is missing. Right, Brianna. That's my thing, is they dropped the ball on that, because she was, and I'm gonna let you guys hear his account, because she was crying hysterically and things like that. I have been when I first experienced domestic violence, I was like this. I was blaming myself for, hey Donna, how you doing? um, I was blaming myself for, what he was doing to me. He didn't deserve, like, okay, please do. Please do send me the link to my email address. Um, I seen that too. I seen that they rated his family. Look, I bet y'all $1,000,000 that there's something in that family house that confirmed that he killed Brianna, and that could be because I got to go down the timeline. I don't want to get, because the grandfather that was that Brianna had texted the mother about. She had texted the mother about the grandparent, and she don't call this grandparent that, but he does. So I bet you guys that he has her phone, and they planted it somewhere. And we're gonna look. So I think there's something. That's why they're trying to seal everything that they have. Right now, they're not saying what they have. Um. Okay, hold on. Right now, they are not saying. I know. Oh no, Brianna, you ain't dead. But Gabby is. but Gabby is. I'm sorry. Y'all, my ears are just itching. But I do want to, let you guys listen to his account. She's hysterical. She's crying. Now I want you to listen to him and listen to how he sounds, how calm he is, and how he's just talking, and see if you and see if this is just a couple's fight or this somebody's being abused in this situation, and it ain't him.
You ain't nobody. Come out my
Hold on. I don't know how he ended up under him, Lord. Hold on.
page and trying to tell me off
How am I ending up with him?
like you my mama. You would never. My mama would never act.
Okay, y'all. Here it is. That's y'all. That's Andrew Caldwell. We don't want to hear him.
Back up, get away. Just give me a. Okay, so you said you pushed her to create some distance, obviously, right? What happened after that? What got the scratches on your hand? The phone. The phone. So you pushed her and she hit you. She was. It wasn't like a push and she jumped on me. She was already. I don't know. She was already swinging and I was. Yeah, a lot of angles, a lot of nails, a lot of rings. Yeah, you got. Yeah, 3 scratches in your neck. You got 1 on the left side of your neck. You got 1 in your face here, and you got 4 bleeding over there. So I was just trying to put some 2 hands. Do you mind lifting up your right sleeve for me? I'm curious about something. Oh, okay. Yeah, I suppose fingernails, but I'm not complaining. Is it bruised or tender or anything like that? Okay. I'm fine, and I look good. I hope she doesn't have too many complaints about me. I'm just, I feel bad I had to get so public. I was just trying to be loud. Listen. I'm just trying to make her calm down and be like, look, everyone's watching. I'll say crisscross applesauce. Can I just sit in the shade because I'm bald? It's okay. I'll give you some shade.
Yeah. Hope it's good, Trisha. How you doing?
Right, just hang tight for me. I've decided I am not going to cite you for domestic violence matter, okay? It was only going to be a Class B misdemeanor. However, the domestic violence portion of it enhances it. Makes like a major pain in the butt, especially at your 22, right? So I'm choosing not to cite you today. I'm not going to release you guys together. I want you guys to stay away from each other tonight, okay? She's agreed to it. Take some time to yourselves. You guys both have the exact same story as to what led up to the incident. So, taking some time tonight, specifically, taking tonight away from each other is going to be the major breaker in all of this. I think that it'll help you guys, especially tomorrow when you guys meet up. Just try to not contact each other unless, like I said, first chattering, something happens, you guys have to jump in the car right now and drive back to Florida because something happened.
Okay, y'all. So that is okay. Thank you. So that is the So that is that's his account. And as you see, he is calm and he's telling his side of the story. And you heard him say that he had scratches on his arm. So he had scratches on his arm from Gabby. She was trying to probably fighting him off of her. And you know what I'm saying? When you have an abuser, you do want to fight them off you. I got you. So
Brian, okay.
I just feel like Brian ain't right. I'm sorry, but Brian, that's them being pulled over. Okay, so that's the timeline. That's that. On so the police told them to stay away from each other. I don't understand. Well, if one driving the car and the other one, how they gonna stay away from each other? In order to do that, someone has to like get a ride to town or something, but they still was together. You know what I'm saying? So on August the 19th, Petito, Gabby, and Brian did a YouTube channel. It's called Nomadic feel like if he ain't killed himself, but he's been sighted in Alabama, so he on the run or and trying to get out of the states. So he's been sighted in Alabama. Lord, don't come to Mississippi in my way, Lord. I just don't want that. But they started a YouTube channel called Nomadic Static. Hey Ava, how are you? I just not seeing that. Hey Ava. And it says in the video, Petito blogs about the couple's adventures while living in the white van, and they are seen to be very affectionate. Y'all know how it is. You have to front, knowing that you're probably miserable. On August the 24th, Petito was spotted checking out of a hotel in Salt Lake City, Utah, police said. That was the last time Petito was reportedly seen alive. So August the 24th, guys, was the last time that Gabby was seen alive. On August the 25th, Gabby's mother, Nicole, said she last spoke to her daughter on this day and said her and Brian were leaving Utah and headed to Grand Teton and Yellowstone National Parks in Wyoming. And it says here the mother was saying that she was excited about the new YouTube channel and things like that. And she seemed to be okay. But the family said that, she maintained the regular contact, but then it abruptly stopped communication toward the end of August. And it says here that the mother said she received 2 text messages from Petito, that's Gabby, but there were no photos or details from the trip, so it's unclear whether she sent those messages. It says here the last photo, as we know, she did was posted on August the 25th. So this is the picture. If you guys can see it, might be too high, but this is the picture. I'm not gonna pull it up. Now it says here that it was posted on August the 25th without a geotag location. So her location was never tagged. I know Miss Glory just help. So from August the 27th to August the 30th, federal and state authorities said that investigators believe Petito, Gabby disappeared near the Spread Creek dispersed camping area in Bridger Teton National Forest in Wyoming. The Denver FBI asked the public for help, so they was looking for her. On August the 29th, potential witnesses Miranda Baker claimed in a TikTok post that she and her boyfriend gave Brian a ride in Grand Teton National Park on August the 29th. So where is the van? Oh, that's the question I got. Where is Gabby's van? If he walking and catching rides, where is the van? Wow, Wizarding Tricks. Are you really? Wow. Okay, we're going to get to that. So it says here that police in Florida confirmed on. Okay. It says here in the police in Florida confirmed to the news that they have spoken to Baker, but federal authorities have yet to confirm her statement. Baker claimed this lady that picked him up said that Laundrie told her and her boyfriend that he had been camping alone for days while Gabby worked on their social media page from their van. So let's look. You know what I'm saying? We all can. Let me see if this YouTube page is still up. Y'all know I got to find this YouTube page for sure. I do have to find this YouTube page, and I'm gonna look and see if I can find it. Because if she only uploaded one video, if she was really working on the page, it would be more on it will be more on this more than if they was like vlogging, they'll be doing more than just one video. So let me look here a little bit more. Um Let me see here. So they had over 57,000 subscribers. Well, they just got yes, they got over 57,000 subscribers. And I don't want no copyright strike, but it seems as though where is Gabby's van? That's what I want to know. So it's an 8-minute video of whatever. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Let's get back to that. Okay, so the so it says here that he says here that Laundrie Brian told her and her boyfriend that he had been camping alone for days while Petito worked on their social media page from their van. Just allow me a moment here. Just allow me a moment. Hello. All right, I'm live. All right. Give me that. All right, y'all. So I don't know if y'all heard the conversation or not. Be all right. But anyway, so it says here that in the interview, Baker said that when she told Landry that we were headed to Jackson, he got out and he was thankful and he was kind of in a hurry. So he said he was going to go across the street into the parking lot and find someone else to give him a ride. But when we look back 10 or 15 seconds later, after he got out of the vehicle, he was gone. So on September the 1st, they said police said that Landry returned by himself to Florida in the van. Now, okay, so you done told these people, so he been doing some lying. So at first he said that Gabby he's been traveling alone, and him and Gabby been working in the van on his YouTube page. Um, um, and so what ended up happening is he killed her between the time the police. This is my theory. Between the time the police stopped him from the time that the police stopped her from the time that these witnesses saw her on September the 1st, he killed that girl. I don't know how he killed her, but he killed her in between that timeline. The 25th and the 1st, that's when he killed her. He probably didn't mean to kill her. He meant to beat her. He just was going to be abusive towards her, but he done killed her. Yes, he didn't. No, don't nobody mean to kill nobody, but when you're dealing with someone that is abusive, they will take it overboard and they will abuse you. So on September 1st, police said uh, that he returned back from with the van, and 2 people went on a trip. 1 person returned. That person isn't cooperating, Garrison said during a press conference. Petito was reported missing by her family to the Suffolk County Police Department in New York. The family lives in Long Island, New York, and Petito had stopped communicating with her friends and family that she was believed to be near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. It says here, each day the search for Gabby continues. The Schmidt and Petito family becomes more desperate. So the family is sitting up here asking for Brian to help them, tell them where is Gabby. Where is Gabby? That's all you got to do is tell them where is Gabby. Where is Gabby? Where is this girl at? And the family attorney states they are frantically searching for answers and information in their daughter's disappearance while Brian sits in the comfort of his own home. So he at home chilling while this girl is missing. We're dead because we know that she's the one that's dead. It says here that Brian and his family hired an attorney, like Wizarding Trick said, and said that he will remain silent under the advice of his counsel. So he said, I'm going to remain silent because anything I do and say can be used against me. This is what the family's attorney stated. He said, this is understandably an extremely difficult time for both the Petito family and the Laundrie family. It is our understanding that a search has been organized for Mrs. Petito in or near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. On behalf of the Laundrie family, it is our hope that the search for Miss Petito is successful and that Miss Petito is reunited with her family. On the advice of counsel, the Laundrie family is remaining in the background at this juncture and will have no further comment. So you're going to remain in the background because you knew your son probably didn't confess to you guys that he accidentally probably strangled and killed this girl. He probably strangled her. I'm just going to assume that he probably strangled her to death, choked her to death, got mad because she didn't do something right or something like that, and he probably strangled her to death. Yeah, he did return to the parents' house without her. So the parents, I don't understand why the parents didn't ask, son, where is Gabby? Where is Gabby? Like, but you have no comment. You want to be in the background when this girl been living in your house for a whole year, and you're saying that, hey, we don't have no comment. We ain't got nothing to do with this. We're just gonna sit back and hopefully she'll be fine. Y'all on your own when it comes to finding Gabby. Ain't that a bunch of BS? To me, that's a bunch of BS. You sat there and harbored your son, knowing that your son had hurt that girl and probably was abusing her while that wasn't the first time when that incident happened. He was probably abusing that girl in the family home too. But they were just covering up for his mess. Exactly. So that's the reason. Yep, that's what it was. So we putting it all together. He jumped out the car and ran back and got the van because he already knew Gabby was dead. So between the 25th and the 1st, okay, he killed Gabby. And he didn't know how to cover it up. But his family going to help him. This is a sad, pitiful situation. And I have no respect for Brian's parents. I have no respect. So you think it's okay for your son to leave with someone and not come back with them and have nothing to say about their disappearance? Wow. And then the thing is, if she had disappeared on him, why he didn't reach out to Gabby's parents? I don't know if he lied to his family or not. But I just know one thing, it does not sound right if you leave with somebody, you don't come back with somebody, and now they found. Well, if that's what bothers you, then what you need to do is just get off the lie, because I'm not changing. You can't tell me to change not a goddamn. Let me hold on. I'm not even gonna cuss. You can't make me change anything on my life. Okay, if you have a problem with my improper grammar, then you don't have to watch. You can click off and continue to keep it moving. Okay. Well, it is what it is. This is my opinion. So if you don't like my opinion, hop somewhere else. Okay, deuces. We know when you have a lawyer, you don't have to say anything. And that's what I said earlier. If you just not hopping on the live, but since you want to come for me, please remove yourself. Please remove yourself. Thank you. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? This ain't grammar class. This ain't English class. This is whatever I want to put as my title, because this is my YouTube page. If you don't like it, take your ass on. Well, that's what I meant, and that's what I'm gonna stand on. Okay. Did he did it? Did he did it? He did it. And he did do it. And we all know he did it. Thank you. If are you here to talk about the case or my grandma? Which one it is? Or you just want some attention? Which one is it? Which one is it? Or I know who it is. Oh, I'm not. It's not no name calling. It's just you. If you come here to talk about the case, or you come and talk about because of my title bothers you, I might edit it, and I might not. I might leave it like it is. Obviously, it got you to come over here. Well, I don't need your help. I had views before you came over here, and I'll continue to get views. So please, if you're going to talk about the case, talk about the case. If not, then you get no attention from me. That's it. That's all I have to say. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I'm not I haven't name called you anything. I just said if you don't like my title of what my content, bye. That's all I have to say. Okay. And toodaloo. I'm not. That's all the attention you go get. Anyway, as I was stating, I feel as though before they even hired an attorney, they know something, and they've been hiding their son. They've been hiding the fact that he knew where Gabby was, but I think he had came out. Exactly, and I feel the same way, Brianna. I do. I feel the same way. I feel as though he admitted and told them what happened, so they immediately seeked counsel, and then the attorney is their spokesperson now, and their spokesperson said, "Well, he's not going to say nothing. He's not going to say anything, but he knows what he has done." And then once he seek counsel, oh, you harbor him for 4 days. He's in the house not saying nothing. Then all of a sudden he disappeared and he gone. I don't think I don't think he's dead. If he has killed himself, I'll be shocked. I do think he is running from punishment, and that's just my opinion. I don't think that he's has done anything to himself. He's scared. He's scared of his consequences. And let's just be real. He's just scared of his consequences. He is just scared of his consequences. But you were the one that was abusing Gabby. You were the one that was the last person seen with Gabby. So you are yes, you are the one that is guilty. You came back with the van. Why Gabby ain't in the van with you? That's the question I have. If you came back with, because that wasn't Brian van, that was Gabby van. So how you gonna come back in Gabby's van without Gabby? Where is Gabby? Well, if he did, you know what I'm saying, pretty sure that, you know what I'm saying, but from what I understand and what has been placed out on social media, i.e. Facebook, he has been spotted in Alabama. Catch that, T. He has been spotted in Alabama. I don't think he said anything. I don't think he said anything. Exactly. I haven't received your email, Brianna J. Hey, Reese Cup. Police asked him if he was on medication. Well, he's supposed to be on. So now let me see. Let me research. Let me do a little research. I didn't know that the police asked him. He was talking, but the hold on. I can go back to that. Let's listen here.
I didn't get overtly physical. I was just trying to keep her away and not get hit. And then I got really loud, and that's probably drew everyone's attention where I was going, back up, get away, just give me a...
Okay, so you said you pushed her to create some distance, obviously.
Okay,
right?
here you go
What
again.
happened after that? What got the scratches on your eye?
The phone.
The phone? So you pushed her and she hit you?
She was... it wasn't like a push, and she jumped on me. She was already...
Here it is.
She was already swinging, and I was... Yeah, a lot of angles, a lot of nails, a lot of things. Yeah, you got
3 scratches in your neck. You got 1 on your left side of your nose. You got 1 in your face here, and you got 4 bleeding over there. Just trying to... It looks like 2 hands coming in. Do you mind lifting up your right sleeve for me? I'm curious about something.
Oh, okay. I suppose fingernails, but I'm not complaining.
Is it bruised or tender or anything like that?
I'm fine. I hope she doesn't have too many complaints about me. I'm just, I feel bad I didn't get so public. I was just trying to be loud to listen. I just try to make her calm down. Be like, look, everyone's watching. I'll say crisscross applesauce. Can I just sit in the shade because I'm bald?
So I guess that part they didn't play. I may have entered in the wrong one, but here it is right here. I'm gonna put it in the right one. Sorry. But here is the email right here. I think that's the right one. I guess I was just typing in too fast. But so as you guys know, the father, he was on Dr. Phil. I would like to play it, but I don't know, you know how that goes with all that. So, but I do know the father was upset because he said that, the hello, modern prospector, how are you today? Thank you for coming in. But I do want to, what gets me is the most is he's on the run. He disappeared. Once she disappeared and they start questioning him about where she is at, and the only thing he says is, I have no comment. I understand he seeks counsel, but wouldn't you think it'll be suspicious if someone come back, like you left with this young lady and you don't come back with her and you're in her vehicle. So what happened to her? It would be one thing. It wouldn't be suspicious if, say for instance, the van, the van, he left the van and he just came back on foot. But see, he came back in the van like an idiot. Oh, that's okay, girl. That's okay. That's okay. I just, it bothers me that Brian's family is helping him kind of like cover up what he did. And they harbored him and told him, well, don't just say nothing. We're gonna get, I feel like they're trying to help him get out of this. But I feel like this, if you took a innocent person's life, you deserve whatever time. Well, Mr. Modern Prospector, give me some kind of insight on how you feel about. Okay, let me ask you this: as a law enforcement officer, if you was pulling over someone that a young lady and a man that were fighting, right? You got a call saying, "Hey, we was fighting," and um, the young lady, she's acting like Gabby was, like she was crying hysterically and making excuses, and he's acting calm, and he has scratches on him, but she's crying, saying that, oh, it was my fault and things like that. Wouldn't that be like, as a police officer, a concern? Like, hey, maybe we need to remove her from this situation. I thought you right, Reese Cup. That's what I'm saying. Cause like, I guess because I have, if you are, if any woman that's on this live that has dealt with domestic violence, you know what a person with domestic violence, what they do, that because they already said, if why the police, because already know how this man is, like he's going to make you feel like this is your fault that the police has pulled you over. So you try and do everything possible to guess help him, and he's wondering why he's getting pulled over, and you're automatically to blame. Right. So if he was slapping her around, then what you think happened after the police came? That's why I'm saying, why didn't the police remove her from the situation? Just said, well, ma'am, we're just going to lock you up for a few hours and get you calm. Wow, I didn't know that. Um, well, model prospector, I do want to say this. Okay, because she didn't have any injuries, but he had the injuries. So if he had the scratches on him and things like that, and he's acting calm and she's crying hysterically, wouldn't you think that they need to remove her from that situation? I still would have been questioning him though. The reason why he didn't want to press charges was because of the fact that once the police officer left, he knew what he was going to do to her. He knew what he was going to do to her. He knew he was like, after this, I'm definitely, I'm definitely going to do something to you. And that's true. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this, if a female is being very abusive to a man, then she needs to be locked up. It's simple as that. Um As simple as that. But my other thing is, um, um, modern prospector, what do you think that they are looking for in? So it says here the witness saw Brian attacking her. In domestic violence cases, the state brings the charges charge because the abused often don't want charges out of fear. The police should have pressed charges on him. True. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we said, but then I guess they said, well, we pulled him over and it was just like a couple spat. And since they're just having a couple spat, we just say, y'all just stay away from each other. And I'm like, well, that didn't help Gabby. Because if they would have removed Gabby from the situation, maybe Gabby would have been better off. Yes, and modern prospector, you are so correct. We do that because he said, if I go to jail, then I'm gonna kill. You don't understand. Like, when you're dealing with a physically and emotionally abusive person, they're gonna say, if you put me in jail, if I go to jail behind this, I'm going to kill you. You better get us out of this. It's up to you to get us out of this situation because of you abusing me. They said they got them both hotel rooms. Had to go. Had you? If you really think that they sat in a hotel room, in one room, one in the other room, then you are sad. I'm sorry to say it, but you are sadly mistaken. That man went over there. If you think for 1 second that they stayed in their both of them went their separate ways, then if they went their separate ways, why did Brian have the van? Why did that's the number? Why did Brian have the van? Excuse me, because isn't that Gabby's van? I don't understand the logic in that, because if they had a hotel room and they stayed away from each other, but Brian ended up having the van and Gabby is disappeared. So I don't understand that. Um, I just know that I think so too. Oh Lord. It says here, why did they let the parents get allowed to go back to an active crime scene? Modern prospector. I sent you. Okay. And I felt, what I'm saying? I feel that too. No, I did not see the entire video with the police. I just got a little snippet of it. That's why I tried to find on Facebook. Thank you, Brianna. Um, so so it is found, guys, that Gabby was the one that was found deceased. Now it is the investigation of her murder. Now, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I am going to change the title. I am, but it's not going to say, did Brian do it? Did it? Um, Thank you, Bree, and welcome here. Right, and I seen, and she did. And you know what, modern prospector, let me just say this. When she was standing there talking to the police officer, I looked at her arm and she had a red mark. And I was like, why they ain't noticing nothing? They just, I guess because she was crying so hysterically. She was crying hysterically. That would have made me have like a notation to like something is wrong. If one person is calm that has been slapping this girl around and she's sitting here crying, then something that should have just dawned on the police. I know that they're gonna have to live with this for the rest of their life because now the girl, we know for sure that the girl is Gabby. Okay, well, I'll probably be back live Wednesday to discuss this case more, guys. Because I know more information gonna come out. Um, well, I don't think that. And see you, and that's why we have to fill in the gaps. That's why Brian and if she was only seen checking out that hotel on the 25th, from the 25th to the 1st, there is a gap, and we need to figure out what happened in those few days. What well, Mr. Modern Prospector, right? Right. But Mr. Modern Prospector, my question is, should if it's so much domestic abuse in that location, wouldn't they be um aware and be more trained on that? Modern Prospector, we think they haven't gave the cause of death. That Modern Prospector, I do want to say that my thing was, mine was gonna be strangulation. She was strangled to death. That's my theory now. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I just be thinking that, you know what I'm saying, you should recognize, when someone's being abused, but and true. But my thing, she gonna either die. You right, blunt force trauma with a rock, or she gonna either be strangled to death or beaten to death. It has to be either or. That's my opinion. I feel like it's gonna be either or. Okay. True, because and that's true. Synthesis, synthesis. I do want to say this though. When it comes to the point that it is so toxic to where that um a man is being, because I have seen this on Facebook. A man has posted that this lady tried to shoot and kill him, tried to stab him to death, almost killed him. I'm talking about some gashes. Yes, they need to have her ass, crazy ass, locked up. Simple as that. And I thought so. What? What? Hold on, y'all. We get Brandon. Come on through. Was hiking a trail roughly 200 yards from the main road where Gabby Petito van was observed from a dash cam footage posted on YouTube and submitted to the FBI web tip late Saturday night. The eyewitness reports she observed a young adult female exit the brush behind the main road in a state of panic and was quickly followed by a young adult male at a frantic pace. pace. Okay, Brandon, thank you. Well, it was clear they were having some sort of argument because of. Okay, continue, Brandon. Okay, y'all just bring come on through. Come on through. I appreciate this. We're gonna just then goes on to say she observed the female run back into the bush from her original direction, followed quickly by the male. By a single scream. What? Why they didn't say nothing? Why they didn't say nothing? Why they didn't go help her? If you don't get your ass about my goddamn, I'm gonna block your ass for that stupid shit. Man, you don't get your Lord. And I thought, let me put your ass in timeout for that stupid ass shit. This is a serious issue. You with this stupid shit. Okay, hold on. Hell, we talking about something serious and you sitting up here playing. We needed that laugh for damn. Like, come on now, bro. He go. You got killed by COVID-19. We needed that laugh, but your ass get blocked. Me too. And I know whoever did that, I know they laughing too, because they're like, oh, we got your ass. But that's all right. Spread Creek dispersed campground area in this. Wow. Child, these people ain't worth a quarter. Oh, here on YouTube, y'all ain't worth a quarter. I swear y'all ain't. Let's see here. Probably the reason why. And she was just found. So, I'm just going to, guys, we're going to wait because it's about bedtime. I'm over my timeline. We're going to talk about this. Make sure you guys that are new, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Well, from what he didn't have, well, you know what I'm saying? They travelers. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna get gone. They was traveling, so I don't know. Well, now we know that that's her body. They're gonna have to automatically do an autopsy report. I give it a week a couple of days maybe to see what the cause of death was. Either like I feel my heart. He looked like a person that'll strangle somebody, or like Prospect said, he may have hit us out of head with a big boulder or something. It could be it too. So, like Martin Prospector said, blunt force trauma to the head with something. And he don't look like the type that do any no type of work, child. So, yeah, I think so too. So we'll give it a few days. Hopefully some information come out Wednesday, and hopefully they'll find him by then. Oh my God. Yes, if you're going through a domestic violence situation, I just want to do this public service announcement because I was one that, thank God, walked away. But I do want to do this public service announcement. If you are being abused and you are being seriously abused, physically, emotionally, mentally, please get out. It doesn't get better. Don't try to cover up for them. They will not change. The beatings will get worse. And sometimes people will lose their life. If this does not teach you anything, it should teach you to walk away. No one has the power. Thank you, Modern Prospector. We're gonna have to talk about this. Hold on, Brianna. Yes, no problem, Modern Prospector. I was going to, because it just was in my spirit. I was just waiting for some more information to come out. And I am going to cover the Murdaugh case, guys. Make sure you guys go check out my one of my News and Views members, King Chris World. Make sure you guys go check him out. He is covering the Murdaugh case up in South Carolina, child. That is a whole mess over there. Make sure you go check out my News and Views member, King Chris World. Make sure you guys go check him out. He is, if y'all have heard about the Alice Murdaugh case, how he tried to kill himself to get some money to his son, that's a whole mess. Anyway, check out King Chris World. Oh, thank you, Bree Green. I'm going to when Takia gets home, we're gonna make sure. When Takia gets home, that's when the next time I will go live. If I need to expose some more information that I have came upon, y'all know I will release it with no problem at all. I do want to say this, you know what I'm saying? I believe in Takia's innocence. I believe that she didn't do it, and I believe also that there was a lot of negligence in play, and I believe that something happened at Danielle's house, and I will forever stand with her, and I hope that, you know, that they do not retry this case, because it's not worth retrying. But anyway, guys, thank you. I want to shout out to Modern Prospector. I do want to give this number out. If you are watching this and you're going through some kind of domestic violence situation, please, 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 if you're got kids and you need to get out this situation, man, go to the nearest shelter or women's home that can help you. If you are wanting to commit suicide, Mr. Modern Prospector has put that in the chat, 1-800-273-8255. Make sure you call that number and get you some assistance. It's help out here, guys, women and men. If you're going through domestic violence, if you're having suicidal thoughts, there is help for you. I don't know about the Karen Silver. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't have it either, but I can look it up right quick. Let me see this. I'm gonna try to get on out of here because I got to go to bed and I gotta go to work. National. Okay, guys, the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Please make sure you call this number right here. It's 1-800. I'm gonna put this in the chat. 1-800-799-SAFE 7233. So if you want to if you're going through something, you're listening right now and you're being abused, man, female, whatever, 1-800-799-7233. John B. Family law counsel press conference states just not in my client's best defense. Okay. Thank you, Bree. Yes, I have, Lord. I don't, I'm just going to say this. Yes, Modern Prospector. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and giving me support. We're going to talk about different things like this. Y'all, well, she stated that I'm gonna just put. We're gonna have to talk about this another time, but I'm gonna say this before I go. Looking back, see, that's why you don't always need to put everything on social media, because everything you say can be used against you, just like they used everything against Takia. We can use everything they say against. They put out there on social media against them. And when you first did this interview with WLBC, you said you wanted someone to be, let me keep it real. You wanted someone to go to jail for the death of your daughter. Okay. So now you're saying it don't supposed to go like that. Oh, so it's okay to violate someone's rights. It's okay to just pin this on somebody without doing the proper investigation on who killed this baby. This baby the baby Jay was in too many people's hands. Like the previous sheriff said, oh, this baby mad because the baby was in too many people's hands to say who killed the baby. And Modern Prospector, since you are a retired, before you go, a retired investigator, whatever, if a baby was passed around and eventually died in 24 hours, this baby was passed around between several people's hands, and she died at the step parents' house. There were no signs of foul play, but it came back blunt force trauma to the head. But you can't pinpoint the murder weapon, anything. The baby had 5 contusions. Hey, Tuba Chat, how you doing today? Thank you. I don't know what it was. But like I said in my last video, not the one that I just did, but the one before that, I truly believe Deidreana was negligent. And I truly believe that she don't want to own her negligence. She don't want to own that. But if you listening to me right now, Deidreana, you need to own your shit. You need to own your negligence. You can hide behind the makeup. You can hide behind Angelon, whatever her name. But Angelon is not being a true friend. If she can't, well, go back and look at some of my videos. You can go to I Stand with Kia. And there it is right there. And get some of the information. Just type it in. It's in Claiborne County. I have done videos on it. You can look up Justice for Jariah if it's still up in there. But if you look at the case, she has a new trial because of jury misconduct. The jury misconduct was several instances of jury misconduct. I do want to say that. Oh, you want to see it's plastered all over Facebook. You'll find all of that. Trust me. I know that, and that's sad. That hurts my heart because I have a little girl, and I would never neglect my little girl that bad. But I'm not going to come for Deidreana's mothering, but I am going to talk about her neglect. And her and Danielle need to take ownership because they don't know who did it to Jariah. They just want to pinpoint it on Takia to keep their asses out the limelight. But anyway, we have more. It's more bigger. It's more things we have to talk about. We got to talk about Gabby. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. If tell me what you think. Just email me. Um, my email is this right here. Just email me, and I can and this will be and tell me what you think. Um, if you are a content creator, if you want to give your perspective of it, and if you need the copy of the transcripts, I even got the copy. Let me tell you how serious it is. I didn't even have to ask for the transcript. Somebody just emailed them to me, and it wasn't no one from I Stand with Kia, but they wanted to plead their case about how to Kia was guilty, and they emailed me the transcripts. If you need them, Mr. Modern Prospector, just go ahead and email me, and I'll send you I will send you the court documents of the trial transcripts as well. All I can say is it's a whole bunch of mess. Yes, we do. We got a lot to talk about, y'all. I do want to let you guys know tomorrow. I may go live and I may not. If I do go live, it'll be me walking because my son has a football practice. So I do want to talk about Shakari. Some more information came out about Shakari, guys. I just really feel like Shakari needs to just humble herself and realize what one of the goats are saying, and just stop feeling some kind of way. Take the knowledge in and get to where you need to be. All right, okay, we're Modern Prospector. Let me know. That's my email. Reach out to me. Maybe we can um crack the case wide open. We never know. Well, you know what? Whatever the truth is, it's being revealed day by day. And she got a new trial, and that's a start. What transgender chick? And that's what Hussein Bolt was just saying. Though those people in um that area, they don't like people that's talking all this junk in Jamaica. They don't like people that talk all this junk and then can't back it up. So you gonna talk all that mess. So that makes me go harder on you. We expect you to go hard, and then you got blowed out the water, but you still talking junk. They don't look good. You too, Donna. Uh thank you for coming in. I'm about to get out of here too. Um I do want to say again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure if you guys want to be a part of the news and views group, all you have to do is press that join button. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you press that subscribe button. We do want to make sure that you press that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. We talk about different things here, and sometimes we have fun and just have a kickback. So y'all have a good night. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Okay. And Wednesday we'll talk a little bit. We'll talk about, I really don't want to talk about murder. I want to leave that to Chris. So make sure y'all, I do want to make sure that I give I want to make sure that you guys follow him. I'm going to drop his link, and then I'm going to go. Make sure you guys, if you ever want information about this Murdoch case, please go follow my boy, King Chris World. He does a lot of informational talk too. Hold on just a minute. Exactly. Exactly. We don't need to waste taxpayers' dollars trying to find this man. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. That is King Chris World, guys. If you want to know information about the Murdaugh case, I'm not gonna cover it. I want to let my friend get his shine on it. So make sure you go to King Chris World if you're wondering about the Murdaugh case. He's covering that, and I'm gonna be covering the Petito case. So make sure you guys follow Chris. Let's get Chris to 1,000 subscribers if we can. If you're new, thank you guys for coming. And if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all next time. Okay?